everyone, and welcome to Tech Talk with Sierra Miles. I'm Bianca Onyeagolu, a sales and marketing coordinator here at Sierra Miles, and I'm here with Brandon App, co-founder and IT consultant.
Good morning, Bianca.
Good morning, Brandon. So today we are going to be talking about how to select a technology partner. In this day and age, there's so many options and there's so much technology. The question is, how do you pick and how do you know what to look for in a technology partner? So I'm going to start off by asking, why even use a technology partner? And what is the difference between going directly to providers yourself and using a technology partner to do it for you?
Absolutely. Thanks for asking this information. So what's really important to know about using a technology partner, or why you should use a technology partner, is because when you work with a technology partner, they a lot of times have connections to multiple services that are available. A lot of the big technology services that are provided are sold to clients through partners. In the example of like a big hospital or things like that, a lot of times they're not talking to the service provider directly. They're working with a technology partner that has the different partnerships and vendors that they can sort of provide the access to. So, why use a technology partner instead of going directly to the service provider? The answer to that is primarily the variety and also the additional added experience that the technology provider has. So, working directly with a vendor, you might just get maybe an assigned service representative or sales representative. And that's not to say that they may not be knowledgeable or know the product or the needs that your business is looking to address with the technology that you're looking to purchase. So it's really nice to work with a technology partner like Sierra Miles that has access to over 200 different vendors that provide a wide range of services, from carrier services to phone services to things like that. So it's important to use a technology partner just to have the variety and also an additional experience that is sort of exclusive to you as a client.
Absolutely. And with that being said, with such a large variety, how can you say that Sierra Miles is helping their clients evaluate these vendors? Because like you said, there's so many options, there's so many things to consider. How are we at Sierra Miles helping clients evaluate these vendors?
Absolutely. So here at Sierra Miles, we're constantly doing our own research aside from what clients that we're working with on different sectors of the market, whether that be phone services or cybersecurity or compliance services, things like that. So not only are we doing research in-house with our team of experts and compliance officer and our excellent team members here, but also as we work with individual clients, whether it be in healthcare or law or in any specific industry that has a specific need, we can take experience that we've had from other clients and apply them to your specific scenario or your specific business need. So how Sierra Miles is helping clients evaluate vendors is not only utilizing the experience that we have in the training that we're provided with our vendor partnerships, but also ensuring that we're addressing our clients' business needs and business problems that can be addressed by the technology that we're looking to provide. We also additionally provide support in the sales process. A lot of times it can be very monotonous or a long drawn out process just to try to determine pricing or to get information about the specific technology solutions that are being provided by the technology providers. So kind of working with a technology partner like Sierra Miles, we're able to kind of cut to the chase, kind of get right to the meat and potatoes of pricing, how it's going to impact your team, how is it going to impact your business, both financially and operationally.
Exactly. And I also do want to add that with Sierra Miles as your business partner, we definitely take the time to go through these vendors as well as really put a focus on thought leadership and innovation. So like Brandon said, we're constantly researching, finding out the best products, the latest things, the best way to kind of give you the best bang for your buck here. And that's kind of just what we do as a business and something that we're just constantly in. So you as a business owner may not have the time to do such thorough research, but here at Sierra Miles, that's just kind of what we do. So you can have that, that peace of mind knowing that we've done all the hard work there. And then moving on. So how can you use a partner to how do we use partners to save our clients money and time?
Great question. This is the part where I think is an excellent conversation. And one of the parts that I really like to talk about is that we get access to information as a partner with these vendors that you might not get directly from the vendor themselves. So what that means for your business in terms of time and money is a little bit sooner, in most cases a lot sooner, that a solution is going to work for you or not, or that it's going to be financially feasible for your organization. So really, cutting to the chase and, not having to sit in on a bunch of sales meetings to really talk about what the problem is that needs to be addressed, and really kind of getting to the meat and potatoes of what needs to be addressed. The other thing that is a significant money savings is we can ensure that utilizing the technology that is proposed is used effectively. We've seen in a lot of different situations in sort of basic setups where maybe multiple licenses are purchased and they're not necessarily used, or maybe in the sales process, licenses are identified that are maybe more than what is necessary, and you end up paying more for a product or service with a technology provider where you maybe only need one or two of those features. We see this a lot in different types of creative type applications. We see it in, line of business applications where, we may only need one particular feature and we pay for a bunch of other features. Or there's also situations where we find that there's a solution to the business problem that we have in place that's already provided by a subscription or technology that is already in place. So working with Sierra Miles, we can help identify existing technologies that might save you a need to even spend money on technology or subscriptions, and also utilizing the subscriptions and the technology that you're already paying for to the best ability that your organization has. Kind of working with organizations and the business processes to ensure that the technology that's purchased is actually being used to effectuate real change in the organization, to make sure that it streamlines processes or whatever the end goal that is being discussed for the application or technology in question.
Yeah, so it sounds like what Sierra Miles comes in and does is optimizes, anything that you already have, so you don't have to go out and spend extra money. We're kind of using what we have to the best of its ability, which is great. On that note, what are the key factors in determining, what tech or AI solutions to engage for a client? So, I'm hearing that, we make sure to optimize the things that the client is using, but how do we even get to the point of realizing what a client may or may not need?
Good question. So I think the answer to that question is dependent on the industry that we're working in, in health. For example, in healthcare, having a compliance-focused technology solution provider is going to be something that's not only important, but it's required by compliance regulations and laws. So, some of the key factors in determining tech and AI solutions when we're working with clients has to do with, is there a real need for the technology being proposed? A lot of times we are having conversations with our clients and clients' vendors to address a solution that really isn't much of a problem. Or conversely, a technology solution is engaged to address one problem, but the focus has been changed to another. So, the key factors in determining kind of what tech that we're looking at is it really addressing the problem that we have? And does it follow a compliance, framework that is applicable to your organization if, say, you're in healthcare or law or things like that. These are things that we not only consider when we're looking at vendors and how we implement their technology, but also to ask those questions when working with technology that maybe we've not ever worked with. At Sierra Miles, we definitely pride ourselves in keeping up with all of the latest technologies, but we can't keep up with everything. And there are technologies that are very specific to specific industries that we are able to work with our clients and help ensure that they're getting what they need out of it. Additionally, on the AI front, there's a lot of conversation and talk about utilizing AI in small business. And a lot of the questions that come into play are very, very similar to what we just covered. Do these solutions address a real problem that's in your organization? Are these solutions that are being provided applicable from a compliance standpoint, and do they adhere to compliance standards? So these are things that we consider when we're talking and working with our clients and talking and working with the vendors that provide really any solution, whether it's AI related or not.
Absolutely. So, we talked about technology partners. We talked about why you should use one, how it would benefit you. So say our listeners decided to get a technology partner, what can you expect from the timeline of finding one, signing a contract, and when can they expect to go live using it, and when can they expect to see maybe some measurable results even?
Absolutely. So it really depends on the type of project that's in question. A lot of times we find that if we're bringing on and working with a client for managed services, just to address the typical day-to-day managed services. Here at Sierra Miles, we like to see changes happen within the first 30 days, improvements, not necessarily changes in the process of how you use that. Working with vendors, it can really depend on the type of project that it is, but something that you can expect working with Sierra Miles and working with a technology provider is that you will see a measurable timeline. You will see measurable results, and you can utilize that partner to help hold that vendor accountable for timelines, milestones, and progress on that project for implementation. So, working with someone like Sierra Miles, we help hold our vendors accountable when we work with our clients, help our clients ensure that they have the resources available to the vendor in order to implement that. A lot of times we find that a timeline is questioned, but we haven't considered how much of the client or the business needs to implement in order to execute those things. So the real answer is it varies, but working with a technology partner, you will have measurable timelines and a good understanding of that project, along with project management and things like that. That's something that might not be available if you were to go directly to a vendor or purchase it directly from a technology solution.
Right. That's so great. Lots of great things to consider there. And finally, I just want to ask, just to end us off, just some simple tips and tricks when considering a tech partner. What can people really just want to always address when looking at a tech partner?
Absolutely. I think one of the biggest things that's important to understand when working with a technology partner is, do they have the experience and understanding? Looking for things like, do they have credentials, accreditations? Are they partnered with organizations or affiliations that resonate with your industry or organization? For example, Sierra Miles, we're very proud to be affiliated with the Builders Association of Northern Nevada and a lot of the construction industry here. We're also affiliated with the MGMA, which has recently changed their name to the Health Leaders Association of Nevada. And so kind of having the background of things like that, with not only affiliations with other organizations, but also certifications as well. Sierra Miles has CompTIA certified technicians on staff. We are a Microsoft partner. We have a Microsoft Silver partnership. So, we have to, put in work to continue those partnerships. And so when you look for a technology partner, it's going to be important to know what their experience is. Do they have partnerships and affiliations that resonate with your industry or your business? And are they good at communicating? That's something else that we really do pride ourselves here at Sierra Miles, that we have really great communication. And really, at the end of the day, it's about establishing trust. At Sierra Miles, we pride ourselves in creating safety, flow, and trust in our IT services, in medical practices, and really any small businesses that we're serving. So that's it.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that. Trust is a huge component in a technology partner, because you want to know that you're in good hands. You want to know that you can, come to your partner with any of your concerns and know that you're going to be taken care of. So that's really great to hear, Brandon. That's all we have for today. Thank you so much for tuning in to Tech Talk with Sierra Miles. Again, my name is Bianca, and I am here with Brandon App. We'll see you next time.